Welcome back to Inside Rutgers. I'm Dan King.
And I'm Corena Gonzalez. Welcome back to All Things Rutgers. We're here to give you the inside scoop on all the latest events happening here on campus.
A lot of events have passed since the start of winter break, so we're here to fill you in. We have a lot in store for you, but before that, Corena, tell me a little bit about your winter break. How'd it go?
Wow, time flew by really fast, but I enjoyed my winter break. I just spent time with all of my family, catch up with some old friends, but then towards the end of it, I did come back so I could work at RUTV.
Yeah, I basically did the same thing. I ate a lot of food, spent time with friends and family. I also did a lot of shopping, and then towards the end, I came back here. But before I left for winter break, I headed over with RUTV to the Livingston campus to talk with students and see what they had planned for their holiday breaks. So let's go check that out.
Hey Rutgers, today we're here at the Livingston Circle, and before we leave for break, we want to find out what everyone is doing this holiday season and what family traditions students may have. Let's go meet some people. What's your favorite part about the holidays?
Spending time with my family, sitting by the fireplace, watching a couple of football games.
The decorations and the colors, I love a nice white Christmas tree with a white Christmas.
My favorite part about the holidays is definitely getting gifts from my family and friends because it just makes them happy.
What do you find yourself eating the most of at the dinner table during the holidays?
Well, I celebrate Hanukkah, so latkes. My mom makes them. I love it.
Ooh, that's a great question. Honestly, my family does a big ham, so I would say ham is a big thing.
Eating the most. Cookies.
Are there any traditions you're looking forward to this holiday season?
It's kind of like on Christmas, eating Chinese food, going to the movies.
My family's really bad with gift giving, so our biggest tradition is usually my parents will try to steal something from us and then they'll give it back to us. So they'll steal our phones and then wrap them up and give them back.
Honestly, the gift giving, or maybe waking up really late. That's usually pretty fun.
Are you traveling anywhere for the holidays?
I'm going to go to England over the break, so I'm very excited for that.
Me and my siblings are going on a cruise to Mexico, so that's going to be pretty poppin', yeah.
I think I'm going to Spain with my family, so that should be fun.
Yeah, I think we're actually planning on going to Hershey Park. That's kind of like a tradition that we do, that we used to do when I was younger.
It's been great to hear about all these family traditions and what Rutgers students are doing during the winter break. Finish the semester strong and happy holidays, Rutgers. I'm Daniela Cardona, RUTV.
Honestly, the thing I'm most excited about when it comes to the holidays is all the amazing food you get to eat. But one thing I hate about the winter holiday is the cold.
What? I love the cold. It's honestly my favorite part about the holidays. And on top of that, I love the break from schoolwork. Knowing that you don't have any assignments or papers to write is honestly the best.
Yeah, I love that feeling as well, but I know there's some people who just love to keep working. So
you know, that actually reminds me of our shiny knight, Sahar Bajwa.
Yes, Sahar is a prime member of the Institute of Domestic and International Affairs at Rutgers, and her group focuses on educating students about civic engagement and the change one person can bring to the world. Let's check out our shiny knight, Sahar Bajwa.
So ID is a nonprofit organization, and it stands for the Institute of International and Domestic Affairs. Basically, we have 3 4-day conferences held every year, and 2 of them are held at Rutgers in the Hyatt, and then one's in Philadelphia. The 4-day conferences that we hold are actually Model UN and Model Congress. So students come from all over the world and all over the country in order to debate parliamentary procedure, and just do really fun things and learn about the topic that they're interested in. So that could range from the environment to something like nuclear policy. Our mission is to educate, empower, and engage students. So I think this organization is really important, especially in the world we live in now, in terms of civic engagement. And so basically we try and help kids with first of all, their confidence skills, their public speaking skills, and then overall just educating them on the topics that they're interested in. At the end of the day, our main goal is to help students cultivate themselves and just learn more about the world and have civic engagement, to actually care about what you're doing in life and the world you live in. And honestly, you don't even have to go into politics, but it does just help boost your confidence. So it's easy to get jaded and it's easy to be apathetic, but being in this organization reminds me of why I'm into politics in the first place, because there is more to it than what we see right now, and everyone does have to get involved. And so it's just a constant reminder of why I'm doing what I'm doing and how it actually helps people and impacts people. Yeah, so each conference we do like a bunch of workshops. I ran one on public speaking with a couple of other people, and it doesn't run for that long. It's like not a huge part of the conference, but it definitely does help with students who are struggling with it. The thing about this organization is it's not something you just join to like put in your application. It actually is like hard work. So we meet every week, and that's if you're in one conference. If you're in two, it's mostly like 2 times a week. And it's also just a really great bonding experience because the people in the organization are all super passionate, and they're not all poli-sci majors. Like you have like engineering majors and math majors too. So everyone is super passionate, super diverse, and it's just a very good environment.
IDEA sounds like an amazing and insightful club that I really got to look into.
I feel the same way. That's amazing how some people can be so engaged. I always want to strengthen my public speaking skills.
Yeah, I should do the same. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Inside Rutgers after this.
The Rutgers libraries have some of the biggest resources this university has to offer. There are 9 libraries located throughout all campuses with convenient hours to fit any student schedule.
The Alexander Library on College Ave campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Art Library, located on College Ave behind Scott Hall, is open from 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Carr Library on Livingston campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Chang Library on the Douglas campus is open from 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Mabel Smith Douglas Library on the Douglas campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Library of Science and Medicine on Bush campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Math and Physics Library inside of the Hill Center on Bush campus is open from 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
There's plenty of space for everyone at the library, so come inside. Shh.
Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring, so head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
You know, now that we're back, I was actually thinking of going to the gym just to shape it up after all the food I've been eating over the break.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I probably gained the freshman 15 all over again.
Exactly, and then after seeing all those Rutgers students running during the big chill, let's check it out and maybe it'll inspire you.
Hello Rutgers, I'm Daniela Cardona, and today I'm here on College Ave for the Big Chill 5K. The Big Chill is a charity race where people can bring toys and monetary donations while also getting a good workout in. Let's go get chilly! How did the Big Chill come about?
The Big Chill started in 2002. Our former executive director wanted an affordable run for students right here on College Avenue campus. So Recreation decided to start a 5K, and instead of a race fee, because the race fees can get very expensive, we decided to have a toy donation instead.
Why is it important to give back to the local community, especially during the holidays?
I think it's very important. The college is right in the middle of a community, and a community that has needs. And it's a great opportunity for them to just give back, do something great around the holidays.
So how many years have you been participating in the Big Chill?
This is year 7 in a row.
This is actually my first year.
Oh, great. And what made you want to come out and participate?
Some of my teammates are doing it, so I was going to do it with them.
What's the best part about participating?
I really like how the entire community, not just like the Rutgers students, but a lot of the surrounding community members come out. I like the spirit that goes on at this race. I run a lot of races. This one has like a lot of fun and Christmas spirit, so I love that about it.
Yeah, definitely.
I really like the toy donation drive, especially when you come to pre-register on like the day before, and you get to see like there's a wall of all the toys that have been donating. I think that's really special.
Just being around co-workers outside of work, meet people, kind of just see everybody get together during the holidays, it's great.
And when you're running, what goes on through your mind? What keeps you going?
Where is the finish line? That's what goes through my mind. Where is it? Where did they hide it?
Just kind of finishing, honestly, and helping the people that we are here for the run. The donation that we made and being with everyone else.
Well, Rutgers, I hope you had as much fun as I did giving back while getting healthy. Until next time, keep running and painting the town scarlet. I'm Daniela Cardona, RUTV.
The Big Chill looked like so much fun. It's amazing to see how many people come out to support the children in need during the holidays.
Yes, I agree. There were so many toys and they raised so much money. It's definitely a great way to help out the community. And now I really got to hit the gym so I can be ready to run next year.
Well, speaking of helping out the community, let's check out the Week in Social Justice piece, where they'll be discussing healing through the community.
Welcome back to This Week in Social Justice. This week, Kiwan Kalk is on the College Avenue campus to talk to us about the importance of healing through community and the resources Rutgers has to help you do just that.
What's up, Rutgers? I'm Kiwan Kalk, the Assistant Director for the Center for Social Justice Education and LGBT Communities. The pronouns that I use are he and him. And welcome to This Week in Social Justice, where we will be talking about healing through community. And in order to talk about healing, we have to talk about what's hurting. So we're acknowledging that we're living in times where people are feeling excluded, abandoned, neglected, left out. We're living in times where there's overt racism, there's xenophobia, there's trans and homophobia, body shaming, and so much more. Regardless of the smiles that you see on a daily basis, how we interact with one another happily, when we're laughing, when we're playful, people are hurting inside because of these things. And so I want to give you some tangible ways for us to be in community and start our healing process. I want you to remember that in order to heal one another, we have to acknowledge one another. We have to see one another. We have to say, I see you. Get to know someone, introduce yourself, give genuine hugs and smiles. Sometimes it means creating spaces for folks, spaces that are healthy, that are safe, and that creates atmosphere conducive to being brave enough to share their experiences in the world. Sometimes it's just helpful to sit and listen while the other just speaks and let you know what's going on. We want to also be mindful to take care of each other's health, mentally, physically, as well as emotionally. So Rutgers University has many resources for you to take care of yourself as well as others, starting with talking with your RA, or Counseling and Psychological Services, known as CAPS, the Cultural Collaborative, comprised of all 4 cultural centers here on our campus. We have HOPE, the Health Center, the Dean of Students Office, or if you're unsure about where to go or who to talk to, you can go onto any Student Affairs website and click the Do Something button, and somebody will contact you and point you in the right direction. Don't feel like you're alone. There's so much here for you. Lastly, let's talk about believing in one another. That if I share something with you, that you believe that it is what it is, that it is my reality, it is my lived experience. And we have to do all of this with the idea and an action of love, because love is our pulse. And if love is our pulse, it has to be our practice. Thank you for tuning in to This Week in Social Justice. Take care. I'm Kiwan Kalk.
Thanks, Kiwan. It can be difficult for students to support one another and reach out when they need help, but this episode definitely gives us some supportive insight on how to do that. Thank you for tuning in to This Week in Social Justice. I'm Audra Cohen, RUTV.
I definitely think it's important to be there for others. Doing an act of kindness can go a long way.
I definitely agree. You never know what someone could be going through. Well, Rutgers, it's time for a break. We'll be right back after this.
My name is Lauren Dudzak, and I'm one of the Assistant Deans and Academic Advisors for the SAS Office of Academic Services. What we definitely recommend is that students hit the ground running when it comes to creating study schedules, using their planner, studying routinely, which includes reviewing notes after class, and making sure that they stay on top of all of their assignments. So transitions can be big, whether or not it's first-year students coming directly out of high school, or maybe transfer students who are coming from a school outside of Rutgers University. We always recommend that students take a proactive approach to their academics. That's going to include talking to advisors and their professors, attending office hours, and making sure that they stay aware of all of the requirements for their majors and their minors. It's important for students to do their research when it comes to looking at Degree Navigator and reviewing requirements on there. We're excited to roll out a brand new version of Degree Navigator at the end of October, which is going to make it a little bit easier for students to navigate searching programs and courses that can fulfill requirements. They can also do their own research by talking to departments. Talk to the faculty members about why a major would be right for them. The SAS Major and Minor Fair is a perfect opportunity to do this. It's happening on October 25th between 1 and 4 p.m. in the College App Student Center. Academic advising is so much more than just picking the right courses for a major, minor, or the SAS core curriculum. It's also about identifying opportunities for students that can really enrich their academic program. We have 4 locations, and there's a reference dean available between 8:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday at the counter. So students can just walk right in, ask simple types of questions about requirements and course selection, but we do prefer that students, if they want to have a conversation about long-term planning, schedule an appointment with one of our advisors. Our number is 848-445-8888, and they can make an appointment based on their preference for campus, or if they'd like to make an appointment with a particular advisor, they can request that person.
What are you doing? You've been on this couch all weekend. Don't you want to go out and have some fun?
And what exactly am I supposed to do?
And you've been eating these processed foods all day. Aren't you tired of it?
Listen, pal, I gotta eat.
I'm glad you said so. Now that you're out and about, you have plenty of options to satisfy your hunger. If you're feeling retro, try Henry's Diner. You can get a burger, a sandwich, salad, and much more at any time.
Wait. You mean I can get a burger at 9 a.m.?
Yes, you can. You can even satisfy your sweet tooth. Starbucks has the perfect pick-me-up for you. You can order a coffee, cappuccino, frappuccino, and much more. You'll stay refreshed and caffeinated all day long. If you're in the mood for something more exotic, then stop on over to Hojai Asian Fusion.
Well, I am craving an egg roll.
Well, you're in luck, because Hojai Asian Fusion not only serves that, but General Chow's chicken, sweet and sour fish, and bubble tea.
So that sounds great and all. But what if I want something quick?
Then go to Kilmer's Market. Kilmer's Market takes eating to a whole new level with healthier food options and meals made just for you. Craving something zesty? Qdoba will melt in your mouth with quesadillas, burritos, tacos, salads, and much more. Reward yourself after class with a delicious dairy treat from 16 Handles. You can choose from 16 flavors and top it off with cookie dough bites, strawberries, or sprinkles. Whether you need a repair or want to buy new, Kite & Key is a store here on campus ready for your tech needs.
One problem. I'm a broke college kid. I can't afford any of this.
Well, no need to fear. Kite & Key has a student discount. You can escape reality for a few hours right here on campus at the Rutgers Cinema. Ticket prices are $7 for students with an ID, and without an ID, it's $9.50.
Hey, thanks for taking me to the Livingston Plaza. I feel much better.
Hey, we're trying to watch the movie.
For more information on the Livingston Plaza, visit theplaza.rutgers.edu. Get off your couch and go have some fun.
Thanks for staying with us. If you're just tuning in, we're giving you the latest on everything Rutgers.
And if you're not familiar, Rutgers gives various opportunities to students involving research around the world.
Recently, 2 Rutgers students, Rachel Young and Taylor Dodge, headed over to Antarctica to study about climate change and how it's affecting the world. Let's go check it out.
If you really want to study climate change, you have to go to Antarctica. My name is Taylor Dodge. And I'm Rachel Young. And we're both going to Antarctica to study climate change. And we also happen to be roommates. Getting to Antarctica is difficult. From New Jersey to Palmer Station, it'll take around a week to get there. Some of the odd things we had to do to get ready for this trip were we have to have all of our wisdom teeth removed.
Physicals, dental workups, blood taken.
We have to be like tip-top shape.
We had to jump through all these hoops here because in Antarctica, you're not going to get the same medical attention you would here.
In terms of packing, it's not like packing for spring break or family vacation. We obviously have to pack warm clothes.
You have to pack a suitcase full of your toiletries and other supplies that you would need for a total of 3 months because there's no Wawa in Antarctica.
I'm most excited to just be in one of the most pristine and remote places on the planet. If you asked me 4 years ago if I'd be here right now going to Antarctica preparing for this, I would not have believed you.
You know, I had no idea that I'd be here. Just the fact that I get this opportunity is incredible in itself, you know? So little people get to actually go.
It's amazing to see that Rutgers actually allows students to go study around the world. I actually wanted to travel abroad.
Yeah, someday I'm hoping to travel abroad and study, and it's great to see that traveling to Antarctica was related to their studies.
Exactly. Well, we're going to take a quick break, Rutgers, and in the meantime, I'm going to look up some travel opportunities.
Did you lose your ID? Not sure of what to do? First, send an email to lostcard@aps.rutgers.edu to suspend your card so no one else can use it. Next, visit one of the RU Connection offices to have your lost or stolen ID card replaced. There is an office located on every campus. Rutgers Hall on College Avenue is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Bush, Cook Douglas, and Livingston campus housing offices are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. The Public Safety Card office is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Fridays. You will need to pay for your new ID with $20 in RU Express. If you don't have RU Express, you can go to the cashier's office next to Rutgers Hall before getting a new ID. Make sure to provide a form of unexpired government-issued photo identification when asking for a new ID. It's that easy to replace your ID. Make sure to keep it in a safe place so you don't lose it again. For more information and a more detailed explanation, visit pst.rutgers.edu/rules.php. As a commuter, it's hard to make connections outside of class.
Tell me about it.
Did you know that there's a place for commuters to meet up between classes?
No, I didn't.
That's right. The Rutgers Commuter Student Organization's primary goal is to serve commuter needs and interests while building a bigger commuter community on campus. Located in the Bush Student Center, the RCSA Commuter Lounge has many appliances that help make commuter lives easier, such as a microwave, a refrigerator, computers, and even a TV. The RCSA also holds events. It's the perfect place to relax, do homework, and make some friends. Don't have classes on Bush? Don't worry, there is a new commuter lounge in the Douglas Student Center as well. The commuter lounges are open every Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays. For more information, visit rcsa.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. If you weren't already aware, Rutgers has a weather station where our current weather watchers can determine certain things such as the wind speed and temperature.
Let's check out what else the weather station has to offer.
We are trekking across Route 1 to the home of the weather station, Rutgers Gardens. The Rutgers Weather Station was founded in 1890. Its purpose is to collect a variety of weather data to be sent to the National Weather Service and the Office of New Jersey State Climatologist, or presented online on the Rutgers Weather Center website.
Here we are at Rutgers Gardens, home of the Rutgers Weather Station. From here, the Meteorology Department records an array of information, including wind speed, wind direction, precipitation amounts, temperature, and humidity. It is also an integral part of building our Weather Watcher forecast. Our very own meteorology majors collect the data themselves. Let's go ask them how it's done. I'm here with weather observer Ashley Cornish. Now Ashley, would you be able to tell us how precipitation is measured here?
Yeah, so what happens is rain falls here into this funnel on the top of the rain gauge, and then once we remove the funnel,
from the rain gauge, you can see that there is this standard National Weather Service tube that goes in the rain gauge, and it has this accompanying ruler where we can measure the precipitation amounts that have fallen in the past 24 hours. But you line up the ruler along here, and then the amount of rain that has fallen will be in the tube here, and then you line the water line up with the line on the ruler, and then that will tell you how much rain has fallen in the past 24 hours.
Now I'm here with weather observer Valerie Thaler. Valerie, how long does it take to get the measurements?
Well, honestly, it depends on the day. If it's a day like today, it'll only take about 5 to 10 minutes to gather all the data. But if it's raining, if it rained the night before, or if it snowed the night before, then it'll take closer to 15, 20 minutes to gather all the data.
If you want to learn more, visit synoptic.envsci.rutgers.edu, where you can see the data captured by our radar, models, and graphs. I'm weather watcher Michael Lugo, RUTV.
Working at the weather station is definitely a great way to get hands-on experience if you want to be a meteorologist.
I know, exactly. As a Rutgers student, you are offered so many opportunities to learn outside of the classroom, and that's what makes this university that more amazing. Well, Rutgers, that is all we have for today on this episode of Inside Rutgers. Please be sure to let us know if you enjoyed this show, and if you have any comments or suggestions for our next show. You can tweet us at @RutgersTV.
And remember, if you missed any parts of this episode or any past episodes, you can check us out online at rutv.rutgers.edu and on our YouTube channel.
I'm Corena Gonzalez.
And I'm Dan King. We'll see you next time.